Seema, so we have completed the lesson, the fathers in father's presence, right? So now, have you read the lesson? Yes, very good. Now we can do the comprehension part. So in the comprehension part, first we have it's a time to answer. That is, answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. What are those questions? See the first question. All of you read it. Swaminathan had the feeling of having stepped into a fearful maze. Because, why? Because he could not understand the sum, right? So write the question first. All of you open the notes and write the question answers. Swaminathan had the feeling of having stepped into a fearful maze. Because so that answer we should write. Because what? Yes, because he did not understand the sum. He did not understand the sum. Okay. So Swaminathan had the feeling of having stepped into a fearful maze. So stepped into a fearful maze. Why? Because he did not understand the sum. Right, Nana? So have you written the answer for that? Yes. See the next one. Second question. What is that? What amazed Swaminathan about Rama? What amazed Swaminathan about Rama? What was amazed? Rama fixed 10 mangoes for 15 annas, na? That was. So write the second question. What amazed Swaminathan about Rama? What was that amazing thing? Write the answer for that. The thought of Rama fixing 15 annas for 10 mangoes amazed Swaminathan. So name na capital letter we should write. Okay ma. So what amazed Swaminathan about Rama? The thought of Rama fixing 15 annas for 10 mangoes amazed Swaminathan. So Swaminathan was amazed by that fixing 15 annas for 10 mangoes, na? That is. Okay, ma? And see the third question. What do we have? Third question. Why did Swami ask his father whether the mangoes were ripe? Why did Swami ask? Swami means Swaminathan. Why did Swami ask his father whether the mangoes were ripe? Mangoes were ripe. So why? Because that would not be proper to sell to the ripened mangoes, right? So that's why. So write the question first. Why did Swami ask his father whether the mangoes were ripe? Whether the mangoes were ripe. Why did he ask that question? Right answer for that. Swami thought that it would be not proper to sell 10 ripe mangoes for 15 annas. 15 annas. Mangoes for 15 annas. So, why did Swami ask his father whether the mangoes were ripe? Why? Because Swami thought that it would be not proper to sell. So ripened mangoes for that cost is not good, no? That's he thought. That he thought it would be not proper to sell 10 ripe mangoes for 15 annas. So for 15 annas, 10 ripe mangoes is not the proper. That he thought. That's why he asked whether those are ripen or not. Okay, children, right? So write these answers. I'll tell you the fourth one. Yes, what is the fourth question? See the fourth question, what is that? Why was Swami unable to solve sum? Why was Swami unable to solve sum? So, right? Why? Because he could not understand the problem, right? So, write the question first. Fourth question. Why was Swami unable to solve sum? Unable to solve sum. Why? Write the answer for that. Swami did not understand the problem. Swami did not understand the problem. Did not understand the problem. That is why. That's why he was. That's why he was unable to solve the problem. He was unable to solve the problem. Right? That's why he was unable to solve the problem. Why was Swami unable to solve problem, solve sum? Swami did not understand the sum or problem. Did not understand the problem. That is why he was unable to solve the problem or sum. Okay, Nana? And see the fifth question. What do we have? What is meant by price by? Price, what is the meaning of price? By the father, by Swaminathan. What are those meanings? So question, what is meant? What is meant by price? By, so by the father, by Swaminathan, by the father, by Swaminathan. By father, by Swaminathan. So what is his meaning? What is son's meaning? That we should write. So father meaning, what is that? The cost of, price means the cost of mangoes. The cost of mangoes. And Swaminathan meaning, what is that? The value of mangoes. So here the father meaning had taken, that is the cost of mangoes, but here Swaminathan had taken the value of mangoes, whether those are ripened, means those cannot be a long time. Like this, value of mangoes he cannot taken. He had taken, right, Nana? That is. And see the next question, last question in this. What is the sixth one? Why does the writer call the doubt in Swami's mind the obscure point? Why did he keep that obscure, unreasonable point? Because, why did the writer keep that? Because the Swaminathan could not understand the problem. Na? So he was not very clear about the problem. That's why he had taken that obscure point. Suppose if he could not understand anything, so we think different ways. Na? Like that here he kept. So see the question. Why does the writer call the doubt in Swami's mind, the, what is that point? Obscure point. Obscure, O-B-S-C-U-R-E, obscure point. So what is that? Why did he keep that point? So write the answer for this. The writer called the doubt in Swami's mind, the obscure point because he was not very clear. So that's why he created that mind, right? So why does the writer call the doubt in Swami's mind the obscure point? So unnecessary, unreasonable point. The writer called the doubt in Swami's mind the obscure point because he was not very clear. That Swami was not very clear about it. That's why he has kept that obscure point in that. So we can think in different ways. For that meaning, he kept this one. Right, children? So understood this one? Yes, these are the question answers. All of you write these question answers in the book properly. See, so in the next we have fill in the blanks with suitable answer. So here these blanks we should fill with suitable answer. What do we have answers? Clue kit also they have given, that is some, helpless, water, mangoes, fathers. 5 words they have given. These 5 blanks we should fill it. Right, Nana? So here utterly blank. Yes. What do we have? See the first one. Swaminathan sat in his dash room. So where did he sit? Swaminathan sat in his father's room. Where do we have? Here. So write the answer. Swaminathan sat in his father's room. Sat in his father's room. And next one. Rama has 10 dash. What does Rama have? Yes, he has 10 mangoes. Yes, here we have right mangoes. He has 10 mangoes. Right. And see the next one. Swaminathan's mouth began to. When he heard about mangoes, he was getting water. So mouth began to water. And see the next one. Swaminathan felt utterly dash. He was utterly, completely helpless. He was completely helpless. Very good. Yes. Next one, tell me answer. Swaminathan looked over the sum. So only one only na, easily you can tell. Okay ma. So Swaminathan sat in his father's room. Rama has 10 mangoes. Swaminathan's mouth began to water. Swaminathan felt utterly helpless, and Swaminathan looked over the sum. Over the problem or over the sum, they have given sum. We can write that answer. Right, Nana? So understood all of you? Yes, write in your book all of you. See children, so the next we have, that is vocabulary part. Vocabulary. So it's a time to know the new words. You know this one. So this vocabulary part, time to know the new words. What do we have the new words? See one by one all of you. That is gaze. So first word is gaze. Gaze means look steadily or intently. Look steadily and intently. Gaze means look steadily and intently. Next one, second word, what do we have? Unaccountable. Unaccountable. So unaccountable means required or expected to justify actions or decisions. Responsible. Required or expected to justify actions or decisions. Whatever the decisions or actions we have taken, justify it. So they are responsible. Okay ma. And next one is utterly. Utterly means completely. Utterly means completely. Next word. Next one is helpless. Helpless. Unable to defend oneself or to act without help. Unable to defend oneself or to act without help. That we call it helpless. And scandalous. Scandalous. Scandalous means causing general public outrage. Causing general public outrage. That means causing the pain for the public or else cheat the public and they feel. So that is about scandalous. That is nothing but scandalous we can call, that is a shock to the public or shame, like that. And next one, miracle. Miracle. Miracle means it is an extraordinary and welcome event. An extraordinary and welcome event, we call it miracle. Something miracle means extraordinary thing happen. Right now. So these are the meanings, all of vocabulary part. All of you learn these words properly. Okay ma? Right? Yes. Then we can see next topic. See children, so in our lesson in father's presence, so the next topic we have, that is it's a time to spell well. So previous we have completed vocabulary. Na? After that we have, it's a time to spell well. So, what do we have in that first part? Complete the following words. Time to spell well, you know that is always we get missing letters first. So, same here also, missing letters. So, for each word, total 10 words they have given. For each word they have missed the first letter. Whatever those letters that here we have. What are these letters? E, C, A, H, U, R, S, U, M, F. So these letters they have given. Right ma? So for this, wherever suitable that we should write it. Right? So you know all these words from our lesson only. You have read the lesson already. So then you can tell the spellings very easily. Find it out each and every word. So now tell me first one. Dash A-T-H-E-R. Dash A-T-H-E-R. Who is here? Whose presence is it? Yes, father. Father spelling F-A-T-H-E-R. So then can we write F? Very good. F-A-T-H-E-R. Father. Yeah, where is the F here? Here we have. So round of it. F-A-T-H-E-R. And see the second one. Dash A-N-G-O-E-S. Yes, yummy, yummy, tasty. Mangoes. Very good. Spelling M-A-N-G-O-U-E-S. M-A-N-G-O-E-S. Mangoes. Right. Next one. Dash N-A-C-C-O-U-N-T-A-B-L-E. Accountable. And here before it? Yes. Unaccountable. Unaccountable. Spelling U-N-A-C-C-O-U-N-T-A-B-L-E. Unaccountable. So that means, yes, here mangoes it's completed na. Unaccountable U. So then we can write U-N-A-C-C-O-U-N-T-A-B-L-E. Unaccountable. Right, Nana? And see this, yes, all of you know this word. Tell me. Very good. Smile. Spelling S-M-I-L-E. So where is S here? Yes, round of it. And write the answer. Yes. So then word it is smile. S-M-I-L-E. Next one. Dash E-M-A-R-K-B-L-E. Markable. And before that what do we have? Yes, remarkable. Remarkable spelling R-E-M-A-R-K-A-B-L-E. Where is R? Yes, round of it. So remarkable spelling again R-E-M-A-R-K-A-B-L-E. Remarkable. And see the next one. Dash T-T-E-R-L-Y. Dash T-T-E-R-L-Y. What is this word? Utterly. Utterly. Spelling U-T-T-E-R-L-Y. R-L-Y. U-T-T-E-R-L-Y. Utterly. Utterly. Where is U? Yes, here you under round of it. And the next one, what do we have? Dash E-L-P-L-E-S-S. What is this? Very good. Helpless. H-E-L-P-L-E-S-S. H-E-L-P-L-E-S-S. So where is H? Here. So then the word is helpless. And see the next one. Dash F-T-E-R-W-A-R-D-S. What is this? Afterwards. Spelling A-F-T-E-R-W-A-R-D-S. Afterwards. A round of it. And next one what do we have? Dash N-T-A-I-N. Sorry ma, dash O-N-T-A-I-N. Dash O-N-T-A-I-N. What do we have? This is contain. Contain. So spelling C-O-N-T-A-I-N. C-O-N-T-A-I-N. Contain. And next one, last one, tell me. Dash X-P-E-C-T. Dash X-P-E-C-T. Expect. Expect. Only leftover E na. So then if we write that is expect. E-X-P-E-C-T. E-X-P-E-C-T. Expect. Okay. So once again I am telling the words. All of you tell the spellings of these words. Yes. Father. Spelling F-A-T-H-E-R. Father. Next one. Mangoes. Spelling M-A-N-G-O-E-S. Mangoes. And next one, unaccountable. Spelling U-N-A-C-C-O-U-N-T-A-B-L-E. Unaccountable. And next one spelling, next word is smile. Spelling S-M-I-L-E. Smile. And next word, remarkable. Remarkable. Spelling R-E-M-A-R-K-A-B-L-E. Remarkable. Next word, utterly. Spelling Utterly, utterly. Next word, helpless, helpless, spelling helpless, helpless. And next word, afterwards, spelling afterwards, afterwards. Next word, contain, spelling contain, contain. And last word, expect, expect. So spelling expect. One more word, except also there, that is accept. This is expect. So expect, expect. Okay ma? So all of you write these answers in your book. See children, so the next part we have in this, that in the time to spell well only, that match the words to its meanings. So here they have given the words. We should match these with the meanings. So where we have in this suitable meaning, we should match it. Okay, match the following, you know. Now here, up to that, either meanings you got it, or else some other words, opposite words we should find it, or else pictures you can find it. But now here, somewhat different words, but these meanings you should find it from the second column. Okay ma? So now see this one first. What do we have? Obscure, obscure. We have avarice, mage, smother, and scandalous. So these words we have from our lesson, and the meanings we have: hides and suppress, confusion, shameful or shocking, not clear, too much of desire, too much of desire. So these words we have. Now see the one by one words. So obscure, obscure things. Obscure means which are not clear, which are not clear, those we call it obscure. Okay ma? So then you can match it. Obscure, yes, where do we have? D. So obscure we have for the D, that you can match it. Okay, now see next one. What do we have? Avarice, avarice. Avarice means wanting to become wealth by rich, to become rich or wealth. So desire, desire, too much of desire to become rich especially. So now avarice here, what do we have? Yes, too much of desire. Avarice is too much of desire. You can take it for avarice. Okay ma? And next one, maze, maze. Maze, what do we have? So he is in maze. That means he was in completely confusion. He was in maze, that is completely confusion. Where do we have? B. So give for this. Next one, smother. Smother means feeling of killing someone or hiding, or uncontrollable feeling, that is suppression. So that we can take it. So what can we take here? Hides or suppress we can take for the meaning smother. So then you give line for this. Okay ma? And next one, scandalous. Next one we have scandalous. Yes, scandalous means shocking or shameful, shameful. Okay, so then this is C. Okay, so see the meanings once again. Obscure, not clear. Obscure means not clear. Avarice means too much of desire, especially for wealth or anything. Too much of desire, we call it avarice. And maze, maze means full of confusion. And smother, this is smother. Smother means hides or suppress. And scandalous, scandalous means shameful or shocking, shameful or shocking. Okay Nana? So write down all of you. Sima, so the next part we have time to listen. So what can we listen here? In this, your teacher will read out the rhyming words from the lesson. So here I will read out all these rhyming words from the lesson, but listen to them carefully. You must listen these carefully. Color the bricks which have words from the lesson with the same color. So here rhyming words I will read out, but in these rhyming words, two words, one only from your lesson. So what is that word? You must give the same color. So for each two words, one word from our lesson. that word you should give the same color. Already last classes you have done, last lessons, the same here also. Now see this one, our, over. So see this Nana, it's not a cover. In the textbook COVER is there, but it is over. So cut the C here and OVER, over. So our, over. So what do we have in our, over? So once I am reading all these words, so once see them, our, over, over, cut the C here, over, book, look, maze, gauge, gate, hate, matter, water. Matter, water. So these are the words. What do we have in our lesson? Our, over. Our, over. What do you have? Yes, over is there. So over. So give one color. Here I could not give the color to this chalk piece. That's why I am giving the circle. But you take one color and complete box color it. Complete box color it like this. Okay, Nana. And now see the second one. Book, look. Book, look. What do we have? Yes, book. Book. So that you color it with one color. And next one, maze, gauge. Maze, gauge. What do we have? Yes, he was in complete maze, a fearful maze, na? So that's why maze is the, you underline, color it. Give the one color to that. Over, book, maze. Same color it must be. And next one, next one, gate, hate. Gate, hate. So what do we have in this? Hate, hate. And next one, matter, water. Matter, water. So here what do we have? That is water, water. So then here this is. Okay, ma. So color these words. What are those? Over, book, maze, and hate, and water. These 5 boxes, color it with one color only. Same color you should use it. Don't use different colors. Okay, Nana? Clear? So do this work. Do it in your textbook. Yes, see children, so in this lesson, that is in father's presence, we have the text, completed the textual exercise part. Now here we have the grammar part. So grammar part, in the last lesson we have completed simple present tense. Now we have simple past tense. Simple past tense. Simple present tense means V1 form we discussed. Now simple past. What is this simple past? Actually this simple past tense is used. Simple past tense is used for the action completed in the past. For the action completed in the past. Action completed in the past. So, in the past it's completed. The action took place in the past or the action completed in the past. That we call it simple past. It's completed in the past. So, sometime it was happened. Okay, so in the past. That we call it simple past. So, to write the positive statement. Positive, negative means if we add not, that is a negative. Without not means positive. Okay, positive statement means we should write simple past means we should write V2 form of the verb. Second form we call it V2. What is this V2? Suppose go if we take it. This is V1 and V2 form is went and V3 form is gone. Go, went, gone. So go is the V1, went is the V2 and gone is the V3. So this V2 form, so like this for every verb, whatever the second form that we should write for the simple past. Okay ma? So now I'll give some examples on this. Suppose here subject, whatever the subject, in the simple present tense based on the subject, V1, SRES like this it's a change. But now the verb never change for the any subject in the past tense, simple past tense. Okay ma? So subject, verb and complement. So this we have, suppose any sentence if we take it. Subject, verb and complement. This if we take it. So here if you see, so simple past for this. So I. Subjects what do we have? First person singular I. right? First person plural, we. Second person singular or plural, both, you only. And third persons means who are not here, he, she, it. So those are another subjects, he, she, it. So who are not here, more members, those we call it they. So these are the subjects, generally pronouns we get. So subjectual pronouns, whatever we get, verb if we take it, learnt, learnt. Suppose if we take learn, learnt, learnt. Learn is the V1 form, learnt is the V2 form, and learnt also V3 form also, same we get it. So now here English at school. English at school. So here see the sentence, all of you one by one. I learned school, English at school. I learnt English at school. We learnt English at school. You learnt English at school. He learnt English at school. She learnt English at school. It learnt English at school. They learnt English at school. So like this we have all these subjects we call. Any names if we take it, suppose boys. Boys, same, boys learnt English at school. Girls learnt English at school. So it means any animals, birds, like this we can take it. If it is not suitable, I mean we can write that one also. In the book they didn't give, that's why I am not writing this one. I am omitting this one. Okay ma? That is also okay, correct, general. But textbook they didn't give means that I am not giving it. So remaining all you can. Right. So for any subject this won't change. In the simple present means it will be changed, but here it never changes, always it continues like this. That means V2 form. This means not only learnt, any other verbs also we get. I went school, we went to school, you went to school, he went to school, she went to school, they went to school, boys went to school, girls went to school. Yesterday, like that we can write it. Okay ma? So this V2 form only we should write it in the simple past. What we should write? V2 form in the simple past. Right Nana? So now we can see that is in the simple past we should write after the subject V2 form. Clear? So let's do some examples on this. See children, so what are the examples we have? First see, rewrite using the past V2 form, past V2 form of the from the form of the given words in the brackets. So here see the first word. So in the brackets they have given the word. For them we should write V2 form. Okay ma. Now see the first one. First one I am writing. What is the first one? They build a house in Krishnanagar. They build a house in Krishnanagar. First write the sentence in your notes, all of you. They build a house in Krishnanagar. They build a house in Krishnanagar. Right? This we have. What can we write the answer for this? Tell me. What can we write for this? Build is there. So for this, what is the past form we can write here? Tell me answer. They build, built, built. If you want, you can write the three forms here. Build, built, built. So like this all of you write the three forms in the after the sentence, then easy to you. So they, what is the V2 form? Built. So they built a house in Krishnanagar. Okay ma? Must write the total sentence. Write it down all of you. And see the second sentence, what do we have? Farmers grow wheat in the fields. Farmers grow wheat in the fields. Write down. Farmers grow wheat in the fields. So farmers grow wheat in the fields. What are the three forms for the grow? Grow, grew, grown. Grow, grew, grown. So these are the three forms, V1, V2, V3. Okay, ma. Then what can we write the answer? Tell me. Farmers V2 form grew wheat in the fields. Farmers grew wheat in the fields. Okay, ma. And see the next one, third one, what do we have? She spent all the money on clothes. She spent all the money on clothes. She spent all the money on clothes. So then tell me spend. What are the three forms for the spend? Spend, spent, spent. Three forms: spend, spent, spent. So now tell me the answer for this. Yes, she spent all the money on clothes. She spent all the money on clothes. Right now. And now see the fourth one. I buy this book last month. I buy this book last month. So write that one first. I buy this book last month. I buy this book last month. So what are the three forms for buy? Buy, bought, bought. Buy, bought, bought. Okay, Nana. Three forms: buy, bought, bought. Buy, bought, bought. So now tell me answer for this. I bought this book last month. I bought this book last month. Right, ma? And see the last one, fifth one. The students respect their teachers. The students respect their teachers. Fifth one. The students respect their teachers. The students respect their teachers. So what are the three forms for respect? Respect, respected, respected. Right? So write those three forms first. Respect, respected. Third form also respected. V3 form also respected, Nana. V1 is a respect, V2 is a respected, V3 also respected. So then what is the answer? Tell me. The students respected their teachers. The students respected their teachers. Right? So see this. They build a house in Krishnanagar. Past form is they built a house in Krishnanagar. Next one, farmers grow wheat in the fields. First form is farmers grew wheat in the fields. She spent all the money on clothes. Further, she spent, past form is she spent all the money on clothes. Next one, I buy this book last month. Past form we should write bought. I bought this book last month. The students respect their teachers. So, past form we should write the students respected their teachers. Okay, ma? So, all of you write in your book and then we can do the next exercise. Yes, see ma, so the next one we have in this, write the following in the simple past tense. Write the following in the simple past tense. So, total here another 4 words they have given that we can write in the simple past. So, how to write? So, one by one see the one. First one, what is this? First sentence, the phone rings the bell. The first sentence, the phone rings the bell. So, what is that? The phone spelling P-E-O-N. P-A-O-N. Phone rings the bell. The phone rings the bell. So, what can we write here? What is the verb here? Rings. Rings. So, ring, rings. V1 form SRES is there, na? So, how to write? So, what are the 3 forms for the rings? Ring, V1. Rang, V2. Rung, V3. Ring, rang, rung. V1, V2, V3. Past tense means V2 na. So, ring, rang, rung. Okay ma. Then we can write the answer. What is the answer? Can you tell me? The phone. Yes, V2 form is rang. The phone rang the bell. The phone rang the bell. Right, Nana? And see the second sentence, what do we have? They drink coffee every day. They drink coffee every day. Write the second sentence. They drink coffee every day. Every day. To write in the past form means we should find the verb. Na? What is the verb here? Drink. Very good. Drink. So what are the 3 forms for the drink? Drink, drank, drunk. Drink, drank, drunk. These are V1, V2, V3 forms. Drink, drank, drunk. So now tell me the answer for this by using the past form. Past form means V2 form. What is the answer? They drank coffee every day. Every day. Okay, ma? This is the sentence. Now tell me the third one. We fight for our freedom. We fight for our freedom. Third one. We fight for our freedom. Freedom. So, what is the verb to write in the past tense here? Yes, fight. Fight 3 forms, can you tell me? No idea for this? Okay, write down. Fight, V1 form. Fought. Fight, fought, fought. Fight, fought, fought. So, what are the 3 forms? Fight, fought, fought. 3 forms we have. Fight, fought, fought. Right, Nana? Right? So, for the fight, 3 forms. Fight, fought, fought. What is the V2 form? Fought. Alright? Now, write the answer. Tell me answer by using the fought. We fought for our freedom. We fought for our freedom. Right, Nana? And now, see the fourth question, fourth sentence, what do we have? The bird flies to its nest. The bird flies to its nest. So, write the question first. The bird flies to its nest. So, what is the verb in this? Bird flies. Birds means fly. The birds fly. Bird flies. Okay, ma. So, past tense to write for the flies. Fly is the V1 form. For the SRES form, flies. And flew is the V2 form. Flown is the V3 form. Okay, ma. Fly, fly, flew, flown. Fly, flew, flown. V1, V2, V3 forms. Okay, ma. Now we should use the V2 form. So what can we write the answer? The bird flew to its nest. The bird flew to its nest. Right now. So these are the answers. So those V1, V2, V3 forms very important. In all the classes every year you will get. So that's why learn these one by one properly. Okay, ma. So now the peon rings the bell. So the past form we should write. The peon rang the bell. And they drink coffee every day. So past form we should write. They drank coffee every day. And we fight for our freedom. And simple past form, we fought for our freedom. And next one, the bird flies to its nest. So the past form, the bird flew to its nest. Okay, ma? Did you get this one? Yes, all of you write it down in your book and then practice for this once again. See children, so the next exercise, same past form only. What do we have? Answer the following questions with yes. So they have given the statement that we should rewrite with yes and total sentence, that is using complete sentences. So total sentence we should write using yes. Okay, ma? So now see the first question, what do we have? First one, did she learn? What do we have? Did she learn her lesson? Did she learn her lesson? Did she learn her lesson? Yes, yes, she learned her lesson, right? So tell me the answer. Yes, we should write it. And then answer, did is there. Did is past tense. The main verb will become the V2 form we should write. So yes, she learned her lesson. Yes, she learned her lesson. They have given this answer. Now, remaining we can do. We should do. So, see the second one, what do we have? Do you finish the work in time? Do you finish the work in time? Yes. Write the question. Do you finish the work in time? Do you finish the work in time? So, here did you finish the work in time, Nana? Did you finish the work in time? What do we have? Did you finish the work in time? Right. So, now what is the answer? Yes, we should say, na? Yes. You means he is asking us, na? So, yes, I finished the work in time. Yes, I finished the work in time. Right, ma? So, that is the second one. Yes, I finished the work in time. Past tense, finished we write. And next one, third one, what do we have? Did you buy this book last week? Did you buy this book last week? Write the question first. Did you buy this book last week? Did you buy this book last week? Yes, I bought this book. Answer, yes, we should write. And you means they are asking us, na? So, yes, I. Buy three forms, what do we have? Buy, bought, bought. Right? So, then I bought this book last week. I bought this book last week. Okay. See the fourth question. Did the teacher mark him present? Did the teacher mark him present? Write the question. Did the teacher mark him present. Here present means not present tense, nana. Absent present for the classes is the na? That is. So now what can we write? Did the teacher mark him present? Yes, we should write na. Yes, the teacher, yes, marked him. Marked. The teacher marked him present. Yes, the teacher marked him present. Right, ma? And see the last one, what do we have? Did it cost 5 rupees? Did it cost 5 rupees? Did it cost 5 rupees? So what is the answer here? Yes, it cost 5 rupees. We cannot write costed. Cost only here. Okay. So yes, it cost 5 rupees. Okay, Nana? So yes, it cost 5 rupees. Clear? So this is the past form only here, not of present form. It is then a cost, we get it present. But here past tense, so cost. Clear? So did she learn her lesson? Yes, she learned her lesson. Did you finish the work in time? Yes, I finished the work in time. Did you buy this book at last week? Yes, I bought this book last week. Did the teacher mark him present? Yes, the teacher marked him present. Did it cost 5 rupees? Yes, it cost 5 rupees. Okay, ma? So these are the past form answers. Okay, ma? All of you write in your book fast. Yes, see children, so in this grammar part we have another one, that is put the following into the past tense. So they gave the big paragraph here. So in that they have highlighted the verbs. That verbs we should write into the past tense. While writing we should write the total paragraph. Okay, ma? So here the verbs they have highlighted. In the red color you have na, all those are the verbs. So those verbs V1 form we have. We should write into the V2 form. V2 form we should write it. Okay, ma? So now I'm reading out and then we can write it. So now see this one. A mouse ran across the nose of a sleeping lion. A mouse runs across the nose of a sleeping lion. The lion wakes up. He wants to kill the mouse. Right? You know this story. Right? So he wants to kill the mouse. Who wants to kill the mouse? The lion. The mouse begs for mercy. Please, please excuse me. The lion lets the mouse go. Okay, leave it. I don't kill you. Go away from here. Some days later, the lion falls into a trap. So, lion falls into a trap. He cannot get out of it. So, into a trap means a net like this. So, the mouse hears the roars of the lion. So, the lion started to give the roaring sound, we call it now. So, that heard by this rat. What it did? It goes to the trap. It bites through the ropes. And thus the lion gets his freedom again. So, he thanks the little mouse. So, like that from the trap, the mouse saved this lion. And the lion told thanks to this mouse. So what happened? So whatever this is that we have in this red color, those are in the present tense. Now we should write them in the past tense and we should write total story. Okay, ma? So now see the first sentence, what do we have? A mouse runs across the nose of a sleeping lion. What is the underlined word? Runs. So that is the V1 form. What we should write? V2 form. Run, ran. Right? By using the ran, we should write the sentence. So now write the answer. A mouse ran. A mouse ran across across the nose of a sleeping lion. Sleeping lion. So what happened next? The lion wakes up. The lion wakes up. So what is the verb here? Wakes. Wakes past form wake, woke. Right? So past form is woke. So then the lion woke up. The lion woke up. Right? So past tense na, that's why we should write past forms here. The lion woke up. And what happened? He wants to kill the mouse. He wants to kill the mouse. What is the verb form here? Wants. What is the past form? Want, wanted, wanted. Right? So he wanted to kill the mouse. To kill the mouse. He wanted to kill the mouse. And what happened? The mouse begs for mercy. Begs. What is the past form? Beg, begged, begged. So the mouse begged for mercy, we should write. The mouse begged. The mouse begged for mercy. The mouse begged for mercy. And then what happened? The lion lets the mouse go. Let is past, everything same. Let. So the lion lets the mouse go. Then what we should write? The lion let the mouse go. The lion. What is the past form? Same, let only. Let the mouse go. The lion let the mouse go. Then what happened? Some days later, the lion falls into a trap. Falls. Fall, fell, fallen. Right? So here fell. Some days later, then we should write some days later, the lion, so falls is there. We should write now fell. Fell. The lion fell into a trap. Fell into a trap. Yes. Next what happened? He cannot get out of it. He cannot get out of it. Cannot. Can. Could. So he can changes to could. He could not get out of it. Okay, ma'am. And then the mouse hears the roars of the lion. Hears. Hear, heard, past tense. So then answer, the mouse heard. Hears will change into heard. The mouse heard the roars of the lion. Next, it goes to a trap. So here what do we have? Goes we should write go, went, gone. So we to form what we should write? Went. It went to a trap. Okay, Nana. And now see what we have. It bites through the ropes. Bite, bit, bitten. Okay. So now it bites. Bites we should write into bit. It bit through the ropes. It bit through the ropes. And next, thus the lion gets his freedom again. Thus the lion yes, what do we have? Gets. Get, got, gotten. So we to form got na. Thus the lion got his freedom again. His freedom again. So he thanks the little mouse. Thanks, what we should write? Thanked. So he thanked. He thanked the little mouse. The little mouse. Okay, ma. So these are the past form for the given paragraph. So these past form words. Once again, I am reading out the total one. See, a mouse ran across the nose of a sleeping lion. The lion woke up. He wanted to kill the mouse. The mouse begged for mercy. The lion let the mouse go. Some days later, the lion fell into a trap. He could not get out of it. The mouse heard the roars of the lion. It went to a trap and it bit through the ropes. Thus the lion got his freedom again. He thanked the little mouse. Okay, ma. So even this is whenever you write the stories or else any answers, what we have taken, present tense or past tense. Now if you say all words in the past tense only. So one by one like this you should learn it how to write in the past tense. Okay, ma. So now write this paragraph in your book, all of you. Yes, see children, so we have completed the grammar part from the lesson in father's presence. So simple past have you learned na? Yes, very interesting na? Very good. Now see this, in this lesson, next one, it's a time to watch. What can you watch? Yes, see the picture there. So in your book you have and there you can see the picture. So what do we have the picture by saying that what can you see? Yes, looking like our class na? So our class teacher is there, students sat in bench, right? So that we can see. So what do you see? What can you see? Right, you should write some few lines on this. So what is that I am writing? So all of you note it down in your book. In this picture, so from the picture they asked na, so that's why first we should write. In this picture we can see a classroom. We can see a classroom. What can we see here? It is a classroom, right? And there is a teacher. There is a teacher. There is a teacher standing. So in the standing position teacher is there na? That means something is teaching, right? There is a teacher standing. And next one, he must be teaching. He must be teaching. He must be teaching. So he stood up there na? So that's why something he is teaching. So there are, and what can you say more? There are some students. There are some students in the classroom. There are some students in the classroom. Right. All are sitting on a bench. All are sitting on a bench. So all they sat na. And next what happened? Yes, one student raised her hand na. One student raised her hand. Okay, by seeing the picture, these are the main points we can tell. So what do we have in the picture? In this picture, we can see a classroom. It is a classroom, and there is a teacher standing. He must be teaching. So by standing something, he is teaching. And there are some students in the classroom, and all are sitting on the benches. And one student raised her hand. Yes, maybe I have doubt, or else I want to tell answer, anything. So one student raised her hand. So if you see the picture, you can understand that. Right now. So these are the main points you can write by seeing the picture. All of you write in your book. Yes, see children, so now the next, after time to watch, we have time to speak. What can you speak? Here the task to you only. I am giving time to you also. See this. Divide the class into groups and encourage them to talk about the subject or subjects they like the most. So already you have all the subjects now. So what do you like the most? Any one subject or subjects? Why? Why? Should tell in which subject is your favorite subject means yes you can tell. But why? Why do you like that subject most? So that you should tell me. Okay. So now I am giving time to you, 1 week time. So all of you prepare for this, and next week we can conduct that debate. I mean in the classroom we can discuss on that. Each and everyone should come here and should tell about your favorite subject or subjects. Okay, Nana? Can you prepare for that? Very good. Prepare for that. Yes, see children, so the next your favorite interesting topic, that is the letter writing. So interesting, at the same time you have some fear, na? Any mistakes you get. But here see this. So time to write. What do we have? Write a letter to your class teacher asking for the grant of leave for 10 days. Oh, but what is the reason? That as you are suffering from fever. You have a fever, that's why you are taking leave. Okay. So how do you write the letter to your class teacher? Okay, ma'am. So now write this one. So here first we should write to. So in the margin you should start, na? So to, next one, the class teacher, to the class teacher. You are writing letter to the class teacher, na? That's why that letter, that we should write. So school name simply I am writing here DAV school. So you can write any school name. So now I am writing DAV school and Hyderabad. Hyderabad. Okay. This name I am taking here and Hyderabad. So we are writing letter to our teacher. So dear teacher, dear sir or ma'am also you can write. Okay ma, your sir or ma'am, your class teacher, whoever it is. I am writing simply either sir or ma'am, dear teacher I am writing. And now here we should write the subject. Subject. What is the subject? The reason to write the letter. What is the reason? Leave letter, right? Request for leave. Here we should write request for leave. Request for leave. So that we should write here. Okay, that is the subject. Must keep in the bracket. That is mandatory. Now the paragraph you should write. What is this? Your name. So I am writing here some name, that is Rohit. I, Rohit, have been studying fifth class in your school. Okay, ma. First you must mention about your name and studies, na? So fifth class in your school. So next one. After this we should write I am not feeling well. I'm not feeling well and I have been suffering from fever. Suffering from fever for 2 days. For 2 days. The doctor advised me. The doctor advised me. ADVISED none. The doctor advised me to take rest for 10 days. So 10 days we are asking for leave na? That's why 10 days. Okay. Hence means so meaning here. So hence I request you. Hence I request you to grant me leave for 10 days. Leave for 10 days. Okay, Nana? So, like this, simply you should write the leave letter. And you should say here, thanking you. Thanking you. Yours obediently. Whenever you write the letter to teachers or principals, you must write yours obediently only. Don't use any other thing. You must write yours obediently for the teachers and principals. And write the you write your name Rohit. Okay, ma? Yours obediently Rohit. Thanking you. Yours obediently Rohit. This side you should write. All you can write this side also. Next time I will tell you that model. New model we got it. This is also we are using. This side, right side, left side we are writing. But another new model is there. Next lesson, whenever you get the letter, at that time I will tell you the new model to follow. Okay, ma? For this leave letter, you follow this model. Okay, ma? Right? So note it down, all of you. Yes, see children, so the last topic in our lesson in father's presence, that is the project work. What do we have? It's a time to do. What can you do the project work? Very simple one. That is, prepare your timetable using whiteboard and crayons. So in the whiteboard using the crayons, so draw the square boxes like this. And Monday, what is your timetable? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Total day, whatever your timetable. You prepare your timetable. So school timetable you have, okay. And morning to evening, morning at what time you get up and later, how much do I spend on the books, like this you can prepare your own timetable. Or else evening time at home you prepare na? So daily which subject you are preparing, Monday which 2 subjects, Tuesday which 2 subjects, like this. So like the 2 to 3 timetables you prepare. One is your school timetable and another one is evening time, whatever the subjects you prepare, how much time. Time wise you prepare the timetable. Okay, Nana? Clear? So all of you prepare the timetable. This is your project work.